Whoa. The amount of planners I have is ridiculous. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you all of the planners I have used since joining the planner community in 2013. And this is actually a lot of fun to look back on it and also cringeworthy for me. So let's check it out. All right, the first thing I have here is my first Erin Condren planner. When I found the community, I was in like a disc-bound Martha Stewart planner from Staples, and it was working really well for me, but then this brand completely blew up, and I went along for the crazy ride for quite a while. Oof. So I got the personalized cover. This is back when the covers were not removable. And I liked this. I loved the tabs, the fun colors, all of this stuff. The layout was all done for me. Birthdays and anniversaries. This was all fun. And then came the other part of the planner community where if you are an OG, you know about all of the Michaels stickers and the puffy stickers and the washi tape and things everywhere. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So this is the first one. This was a vertical, just vertical. This is how it used to look. It would have morning, day, and night boxes. I was pregnant with my daughter coming up on giving birth. And it had all of the stickers from Michaels. This worked because she was a newborn, so I would keep track of feedings and diaper changes, all of that stuff. Oh my gosh, it makes me kind of woof. This is intense. Intense. There was no rhyme or reason to anything back then. Didn't really have a system. It was more of just writing things down, bills, doctor's appointments, lists, all of that. Wow, guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't do it. This is hilarious. This is special. I wouldn't get rid of this because, like I said, this is when my daughter was born. That's fun to look back at and see all of that. So there we go. That was my first one where I had no system. It worked for what I needed it for at the time. I then continued on with the next year. Same thing, I think. Let's check it out. This was when, still not removable covers for 2014, 2015. But because I used it the year before, I thought, well, let's do it again. And wow, even more stickers and stuff. This is when I think it was in of you would print things from Pinterest out or Google, and you could size them, and there was a specific, I think, punch, and you could punch them in to those boxes. Woof. So again, still really no system at this point. It was just lots of appointments. This was more just fun, getting stickers, laying them down, looking like a 6-year-old decorated this. Oh man. Okay. That's 2014, 2015. Here's 2015, 2016. The cover's not on. So this must have been when they started the removable covers. And they got into a more, less busy planner, I guess you could say. But this is when I found personally that they started getting into things where I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. Like, I don't need this stuff. Oh, the pages are coming out. So I got a horizontal, and I just don't know what's written in here. What's sensitive and what's not. So the horizontal worked. Again, I don't think I had a system back then. It was just like writing down what I needed to do, where I needed to go, what was happening. Less stickers, it looks like. Not so crazy on that, but now I'm noticing here's a lot of pencil. This must have been with my Pampered Chef business, with different parties going on, and just scheduling with pencil. Okay. There we go. That was, what did I say? 2015, 2016. Then I moved, I think this might have been the year where I found rings too. So I was kind of going back and forth because I had been using this for a couple years and I got so used to it that it was hard for me to then switch to something different. So 2015, 2016, I guess I started it in February. And there we go with very bright stickers. They got rid of that morning, day, and night, whatever that was. So it was just blank, but it was still had the similar layout. Didn't really do much in here. So yeah, I think that's when I was using rings and I was trying to get in the groove with that. Sticker stuck there. Sorry about the noise. My husband's mowing the lawn and I just don't get any quiet, but I really wanted to film this for you because I was asked to. Okay, here's some more stickers. So I think I was starting to get out from using this in 2015, 2016. ECDs. And in my ECDs, because what kind of planner girl would you be if you didn't try all of the planners at the same time? I also tried Inkwell Press. And this is 2017. I think this is my first one. And what I really liked about Inkwell Press is the organizational part of it, and the creator, Tanya Dalton, it just inspired me with her productivity stuff. So I really liked all of this, even though I may or may not have used it often. I got this, let's see when I actually started. So it looks like March of 2017 was filled in, but not the weeks. So did I even do this one? There's April. Okay, so here we're cooking with gas. I did the goals, and this is horizontal. So I filled all of that in, tried this. I bet you I didn't use it for all of 2017. Yeah, see? Nope, that didn't work. Oh, planners that didn't work for me. Coil bound. Coil bound does not work for me because I don't like that I can't put things in and take things out. I don't want to have to transfer, say I wrote down specific notes in their notes section. I really didn't like having to transfer that every year because it would be things that I needed to hold on to, just like I have in my rings that have been in my rings for years. Maybe I'll rewrite them once the paper starts to wear out, but that's not that often. And don't even get me started on this kind of binding. The O-ring binding, I can't stand it. This kind of planner, I think I bought because somebody showed it and I was like, that's cool. Or I was in Michael's. I got this happy planner. I don't even know. Is this a mini? Is this considered a mini, you guys? It's like as big as my hand-ish. I thought this would be fun to try. So I did. I didn't really get into it. Oh, I use this as a business planner. That's right. Oh, now I'm remembering. So I'd bring these to parties. I used to be with Pampered Chef, and I would bring these to parties. And when people wanted to book a party, I had my available dates highlighted. So I would be able to book according to that. So this worked. This worked really well for that purpose. It was nice and small and it helped. And then something happened. I obviously stopped using that. Discs are starting to intrigue me more. That's for another video though. Stalogy. bound books. Let's talk about that. Another one I've tried. I love a bound book for just writing in. Absolutely love it. Hands down, my favorite way to just write. These were a lot of fun because I love how fat it gets. And like I said, it's just writing. It was fun to decorate them when I had time, get creative, tip in all of the things. And the way I used to set it up for the year, I would tip in a lot, or tape in rather, calendars, because I'm not all about the drawing life. I would do gratitude, kind of memory things for each month. That was all in here. And then I would have a tab for the start of each month. And this I would draw in. And I would play around with my weekly view, how it would look. And then it was just dailies. I would write down my tasks, if there were appointments, maybe a quick memory. Try to mood tracker. Ooh. See, sometimes this can be bad because then you're like, let me do that again. Oh, I love this. I don't know what year this was. What did it say? I have to look back at the front. But I used just about this whole book. And I should actually go see if there's anything that I should take out. What year? 2019. I think that was the first part. Well, look, it says March through September. What year is this? This says 2019 also. But that's kind of weird. So this is all of February through September. I don't know why I would have two at the same time. So something's not making sense. I'd put quotes in here, just whatever like came to that day. Oh, that's right. That's right. I used a lot of this for affirmations. There is one of the most amazing people on Instagram, Posh Plans. One year, I think it was this year, every day she had an affirmation and she would share it with everyone. And I would write that down every day, her affirmation, because they were just beautiful and they helped me a lot. And I should go back and look at this now. I'm gonna have to send her a picture. But I would use this for affirmations. And it was wonderful. Oh, now I miss this. Dang it. Okay. That was bound books with no specific, I mean, there was a system. I used it in conjunction with my rings. These were a lot of fun. The next bound book was a bullet journal, and I tried. I love the concept of bullet journaling. It was just hard for me at that time. Who knows, maybe in the future that could work. This started out as my faith book. I would write down scripture, different prayers to try to memorize. And then I thought, oh, I gotta tab that off because I want to write that in a different book now. And then I think it might have been like one book July, and I thought, this is 2019 too. I thought, let me try it. Let me try a bullet journal. And I did. I did this whole future log thing. That's what it's called. I drew out my monthly. Then I taped in my monthlies because I learned better. And started it out with my gratitude, goals, my weekly drawn out, and then my weekly to-do list, and straight into my dailies. I really do like this way of planning, I guess you can say, of having lines or dot grid, and I can just write down everything that comes to my mind, having signifiers that kind of tell me what I need to do, what has been done. I put pictures in here. Oh wow, this is nice. This is nice, but I only did that for a little bit. Then I changed it into my homeschool, like, reference kind of book. YouTubers, my vision, and then it sits and I forget that it's here. Need to come back to it. Bullet journaling. And then there's traveler's notebooks. I do love traveler's notebooks. And I've planned in 2 different ways. I always had a monthly or yearly book, I guess you could say, so it would have all 12 months together in a booklet. And then I used to have a blank book where my weeks and days were, and a reference book that I kept. 1 to 2 of those, it always depended. So I either had 3 or 4 books in my traveler's notebook. I've tried different sizes. This is a standard or a narrow. I've used B6. I've used wide. I tried personal for a hot minute, literally a hot minute, and was like, I can't do this. It's too small. My favorite, I'd have to say, it's a mix between narrow and wide. I really do like this way. These are Tomaway River paper books from, what's the place called? Is it Paper Penguin Co., I think? It's been so long. And it's very similar to pretty much bullet journaling in a traveler's notebook. So I would have my gratitude, I would label out, there's what my week would look like sometimes, and jump into dailies. I love that sound. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What do I do now? Do I go back? So that's all I did. It's literally just dailies, sticky notes randomly, journaling, all of that stuff. And I used this whole book. Wait, there's a couple of blank papers because I think I might have left myself space for notes or something. That's not bad for me. I have a couple more of these too that I went through. So I use these in a traveler's notebook. I also use now lately Planner Perfect items. So these are Planner Perfect books in a Planner Perfect cover. For those wondering, this is a Cocoa in the narrow size. I do have a discount code I'll leave in the description box for you if you choose to take a look. It does exclude leather, so there's that. But you can load up your cart with books, washi, stickers, and get 20% off. So in this one, it's 4 books. I have the whole year in here. And the way she does it is you have the month and then you have 4 blank pages in between. So this is my yearly book. This is a Foxy Fix dashboard, but they're no longer in business. So you can get them at Chic Sparrow. I think there's a company called Catspresso I've heard of that you can do it from. And I have it wrapped around here, but it doesn't really fit right because Planner Perfect's paper is pretty thick. So it makes the book thick and it just doesn't look right. Whereas oh, there's my pen. If I pulled this out, now, hopefully I don't eat my words because I haven't used these in a while, so I don't know. But if you had a book like this, there you go. See how it's a little better fit in there? Those work out. The paper's not as thick. So I have my journal as on the 2nd string, my monthly plan book on the 3rd string. That's all in here. Some vellum, and then a blank book in the back that I still don't know what I'm going to do with. I absolutely love this cover. I started out with kind of our garden stuff. I had this vision of getting super creative with like drawing things out, labeling, having fun, and that's what I did. In my containers that I started, I just wrote broccoli lettuce just to let me know what was in there. And that's that in there. So that's my traveler's notebook, ring bound planners. So is that even a thing? Ring bound or just ring? Just ring. Right now I have a personal wide and A6 and I love them both very much, and I can never make up my mind because of essentially my writing, how much I like to keep track of and how much I have to write. Do I need all of this with me all of the time? No. Does it really help me keep my life together? Yes, absolutely. What I found from Coil bound planners, they were more like calendars to me, because there's a difference between a calendar and a planner. A calendar is fine. I obviously I need that. I need to keep track of appointments and day specific things, but I also need more for my day-to-day life. I need to have a place to write down things when they come to my mind. I need a place to write down projects we need to do. When I'm planning out for a new dog, when I need to remember when our dumpster got emptied, and I need to brain dump different things, and I want to refer back to when I last worked out, what I did. All of that stuff needs to have a place for it. This is what works for me. At the same time, I love writing in bound books, Traveler's Notebook or a Stalogy. Now I have thought about having this kind of always sitting there, but going back to a bound book like this to just write in daily, because there is an ease to this. There is just writing. If you want to play around with stickers or tipping things in, you can. You can put tabs on something if you need to refer back to it. Obviously, I didn't need to refer back to anything there. It's just super helpful. But rings is what keeps me the most organized for the way that my brain works and the certain things that I tend to forget about. This just works for me. There you have it. I'm not going to pile it up right here, it won't all fit, but all of the planners I've tried and used over the 8 years now, is it? 8 years of being in the planner community. And it's been fun. It's really fun to explore what works and what doesn't work for you. And just because something worked for you 5 years ago does not mean it will work for you now. So that's something I have to remind myself about when I'm going through this thing of, I feel like I'm forgetting things or losing track, can't keep track of everything. Maybe I'll go back to the way I used to plan. That's not the case, because that was a totally different season of life, and it's not going to work for me now. But it's a nice reminder to hold on to these things and keep them there and flip back when you want to reminisce and remind yourself why it didn't work and why it won't work now. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a fun little trip down memory lane. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. I would love for you to stick around and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.